And welcome back. We are live here in Times Square. I'm Anderson Cooper with my buddy Kathy Griffin.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, when you guys show the clip that you showed before the commercial, I feel that's your way to set me up.
Okay. Now let me
You can't just show something like this to me.
I will show you the clip again. This was Randy Kay.
I'm a human being.
This is Randy Kay
talking,
doing a stand-up about, I guess on this cruise ship they have something called a bionic bartender. Let's just take a look at the beginning.
Okay, so really, I'm supposed to just talk about what, current events or how your day was, and that's clearly Randy reenacting.
I don't know.
You know, last night.
Anyway, so did you see Randy?
Like, is that her version of Tinder?
Did you see Randy earlier?
Are you on Tinder?
I don't know what Tinder is. I do know what Tinder is, but no, I'm not on it.
Why?
Well, how can I be on the? Why would I be on these
I think it would be fantastic.
No,
I would love to see you on a blind date.
Really?
Like, what's up? I'm Anderson. You do the squint, and then you bring that blue thing that looks like
a what?
That blue thing that Randy Kay had.
Right.
Looks like
Did you see Randy Kay earlier this year when she was in Colorado at a medical marijuana clinic?
Yeah, she got high.
She had a little
got
contact high. It seemed like it. She was all red. It was very sweet.
Well,
it was very funny.
You enjoy the blunt, am I right?
I don't know what that means.
Game night.
Moving on. Ordinarily, right around this point, we would check in with our Gary Tuckman, who traditionally has done like the fun run in Central Park. He does the midnight run in Central Park, some other unique celebration around the country. He's on assignment tonight, though. He's covering news on the other side of the world. But luckily for us, his daughter Lindsay, who's a talent in her own right. She's a young reporter, just starting out. She joins us now from Easton, Maryland. Lindsay, welcome to the party. Thanks so much for pitching in for your dad. How you doing?
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I'm doing great. It's a little cold, but we're doing great out here. It's
so
the
now
crab drop, which
explain the
clearly
tradition.
You guys have.
Yeah, explain the tradition here. Does that crab actually drop?
Yeah, that crab does drop, and it's pretty interesting because crabs here are a really big deal, and that's because they drive the economy forward. The watermen go out in the Chesapeake Bay every day, fishing all day for crabs. And earlier, actually, at 9 o'clock, they had a drop already of this big guy behind me. They dropped it for the little kids. So they all gathered around. They dressed up as seafood themselves, jellyfish, sharks, crabs, everything you could imagine, so that they could see the crab drop before midnight when they're going to be warm in their beds. But the rest of us will be here for the rest of the night. And you really need to take a good look at this crab behind me here. He is 8 feet by 8 feet, and that's claw to claw. That's what they're telling me. It's made out of paper mache, and you can tell that it looks pretty delicious, I'd have to say. But I do have a confession to tell you guys. When I first moved down here, I was not a big seafood fan, and everyone around me, before you boo, I have to tell you that my coworkers did make me eat crab when I came here, and now I'm a fan, and that shows why crabs are so important here. And that's why we're having the crab drop tonight, Kathy Anderson.
That's so nice.
Oh, I see you, Lindsay Tuckman.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
And I raised you a crab.
Yeah.
Lindsay, you're too young to have crabs. Look, I don't know who these guys are you're running around with.
You know what?
I mean...
keep it nice. Keep it nice.
A nice makeout session.
Lindsay,
kids don't have to go crazy.
Lindsay, how are you liking? You're just starting out as a young reporter. How are you liking it?
You know, I'm loving it. It's really fun down here. I've made a lot of friends since I've started. I've got a lot of practice, and I got to hang out with you a couple weeks ago, actually, so that was pretty cool as well.
Lindsay came to our Christmas party.
But how did she get the crab story? I mean, that has to be the worst detail.
No, because
why isn't she on a boat with Randy Kay?
Because her dad was going to do it, and he couldn't do it, and we thought it'd be great to have Lindsay do it.
Is he mad at her?
No. And Lindsay, you do anchoring as well.
I do. I fill in a bit. I work on the weekends, and I anchor today, and I'm going to be anchoring tomorrow, so it's pretty cool.
Well, we wish you nothing but the best, and we'll check in with you a little bit later on for the actual crab drop.
We're sorry, Lindsay. This is like a tough story.
No, you're managing a live shot with Kathy Griffin. You're doing great. Lindsay Tuckman, thank you very much. We'll check in a little bit later with you.
Say she goes in like on the weekends and everything. When's the last time you went in on the weekend?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's what you're building one of your 7 houses.
Ellen. I volunteered to work.
Really, Ellen? Neil Patrick Harris II? Building your 17 houses?
Ellen has lovely taste in houses.
She's like a house flipper.
Ryan Seacrest bought one of Ellen's houses.
Isn't that typical? I mean, isn't that just so typical?
Why? What's wrong with that?
It just makes so much sense.
Why?
I think I'm going to call it a coven. I'm going to say they're in a coven with Oprah. Ryan Seacrest, Ellen, and Oprah.
A coven, really?
I believe they live in a coven.
Like a witch's
like
brew?
American
Like
Horror
there's
Story. Like Jessica Lange in American Horror Story.
down in New Orleans,
Yeah.
they have a coven
That's
going
right.
on?
I wouldn't put anything
What kind of
past them.
spells are they doing?
There's a trifecta.
You think they're making spells against you, don't you?
I'm
Of
glad
course
you confirmed it.
No, I said you think that.
And I know Lindsay Tuckman is going to back me up.
In past years, you have said that you believe Oprah's trying to kill you,
Yes,
which is ridiculous.
it's true and can be proven. It can
no
be
offense,
proven
but
by
I don't
science.
think she gives you a thought.
She can barely sleep when I make a joke about her. She calls Gail and they cry and then they go, "Where's Stedman?" And I go, "That's what I
love
said."
Gail, and it was her birthday this year. Well, I'm not this year, obviously, but it was her birthday just recently.
Wow, you're so smooth tonight. You are like Mr. Smooth. You're like satin. You are so
make me
nervous
nervous.
because
You
when I
make
make
me
fun of
nervous.
Oprah, you lose it. You get so freaked out at the mention of Ellen, Oprah, Neil Patrick Harris, and slightly Ryan
I'm
Seacrest.
friends with Neil Patrick Harris.
How
He's-
close? Are you on the boat? Those two are always on a boat.
Well, no, I'm not on. Clearly, I'm not on
you
the
didn't
boat.
get. Oh, you get the boat invite.
I didn't get the boat invite.
All right, interesting. because
Never
I-
got the boat invite.
I was at a big mafia party with Sidney Poitier.
What?
It's with Sidney Poitier. I was at a big Beverly Hills mafia party. The point is, I choose not to be on the boat. You're not invited on the boat.
I'm not invited. That's fine.
And that's a metaphor, too.
It's
Back to Tony Romo.
back to yes. By the way, yeah, huh?
What?
Yeah, nothing.
I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Do we have we have the picture of you with Sidney Poitier. Let's
That's good,
take a
'cause
look.
I referenced it a half hour ago.
How cool is Sidney Poitier?
He's very cool.
that really is.
That's his wife. That's Piers Morgan's fingers. And that's Sidney going, "Who are you?" And Piers got offended when he was like Sidney was like very kindly saying, "I'm so sorry, what's your name?" And that sets Piers off.
This is the most airtime this guy has gotten. I mean, you are making
I'm sorry,
his
I don't
year.
mean to. I know. I'm like, I
Oh
just
my
thought it was
God.
a funny photo. It's a funny photo. It accidentally happened.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's go.
Hey, who's the new Surgeon General?
You know, I don't know the name of the new Surgeon General. Actually, I should know that.
It's Vivek Murthy. And
Okay.
who is he replacing?
You know what? I know.
I'm not Chris Matthews, say it. And I never will be. Let's play hardball. You didn't see that coming at all. You were like, of all the people she's going to reference, why would she ever bring up Chris Matthews? That makes no sense. Because I knew it would get
No,
you.
it actually does make sense for me.
But it's like a little shank. It's like a little orange is the new black, and I'm Crazy Eyes. I'm your Crazy Eyes.
I met Crazy Eyes.
And she's very nice.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Beautiful, fun, nice. I can't even remember where I met her, but she was lovely.
Prison?
No, not prison.
What do you think of Joe and Teresa going away any day now?
I have no comment.
I'm sorry.
Because if you say anything about them,
Convicted felons?
no, those people.
I have comments.
Their folks on Twitter go bananas.
They're folks? They have
Yes,
folks?
They have people on
I
Twitter.
have the Lobotics trying to kill me, like right now, more than Oprah.
Listen,
Way more than Oprah.
I feel for their family.
Okay, whatever. They're convicted felons. They,
Okay.
do the crimes all the time.
Okay, I'm not.
I get it.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're the like apologist for the Guidices or Guidices. Or however they don't even have
I'm
to say
not
their name.
I'm not making any apologies. I just said I feel bad for their kids, frankly.
All right, Effley Bailey. I didn't know you were taking the case on. Wow. Next, we're going to debate Darwinism. Honestly.
Effley Bailey. Remember when Effley Bailey used to appear on like Match Game? Remember he used to
Yes,
appear.
he was like a celebrity lawyer. I miss
Match
those
Game.
days.
I miss Match Game because they always seemed like
A little drunk.
a lot drunk,
very drunk.
and that they were having some party, and that
Yeah.
Charles Nelson Riley was on, who I loved,
Right.
and Gene Rayburn had the long.
I wonder why. But my point is, did you like Dom DeLuise too? I think you did. Anyway, my point is, you watching Match Game by yourself, home alone, in your mother's Upper East Side apartment, just crying, thinking that they were your real friends, is what really happened. And making your own hot toddy, a Vanderbilt recipe. That's really what I live to see.
It was on at 4:30. I would get home.
You remember the time.
Of course. Actually, it was right before the 4:30 movie, which was a big day in my life.
Of course, the after-school movie.
Yes.
Boy in the Plastic Bubble?
Yeah,
All of it.
oh my God,
Well,
awesome.
You are the boy in the plastic bubble. I mean, that's what's weird. They didn't know when they wrote that movie there'd be a boy in the plastic bubble. And I'm like this trying to get in. Let me in the bubble. With my mallet. Let me in. Nope.
I was sort of like the boy.
Nope. Trust me. No one's been in the bubble. Like, you think people have been in the bubble? Still rock hard bubble.
Well, let's go to the
So,
hardest working woman in
multi-layered.
journalism this year. She's already reported, as I mentioned, from a extensive. Oh man.
How's your bubble?
She was in Colorado, where we already talked about her getting a little bit of contact high. Anyway, she is joining us from a cruise ship. Randy, what's happening there? Are folks just loopy now?
Yeah, people are pretty loopy, Anderson, I got to tell you, but you guys sound pretty loopy yourselves, having a great time there in Times Square. I am now behind the bar, someplace where it's just been very, very busy. You can see the crowd here. This is Kathleen. You were telling me you have a favorite drink here that a lot of people like to order on New Year's Eve.
We just want to promote our signature cocktail from North Star, which is the rye. It's made with Moet, Patron, raspberry pure, and black pepper.
Very quickly, he's going to make one for us because this is in high demand here. And right after he's done, I have a very special surprise for all of you. Look at that. It is nuts up here, I got to tell you. We are somewhere, by the way, we are making our way up the eastern seaboard, somewhere in the Caribbean Sea, off the coast of the Bahamas. Oh, and then you had champagne.
And
so this is tequila, champagne. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, can I take a look at that? Oh wait, and black pepper. All right, let me take a taste. All right, now wait. I gotta make my way. Hold on. I gotta make my way outside the bar. Excuse me. I'm on my way to show you guys something very, very special. If I can just get through here, excuse me.
Randy, are you okay?
Let me just get Randy.
Where's Randy?
Randy, can you breathe me?
Wow, is she being assaulted?
Yes,
I don't know what's happening.
Randy?
Randy, where are you?
I got caught in a mosh pit.
Hey, so look, Happy New Year, man.
I gotta show you guys.
Yeah, look at her.
Wait, we have a surprise. Look at this.
I get it.
Look at this special cake. We had this cake made for you guys. What do you think?
That's very special.
Wow.
It has,
Tasteful.
do you like that? Does that bring back memories for you?
It
has
very
36
nice.
eggs, and it's a rum cake. It is a rum cake filled with fruit. We are going to eat it during the next live shot. We haven't
insisted on as
decided
many eggs
which
as
one of
possible.
you we're going to eat
And by the way,
first.
that's more eggs than I have right now in my body. I'm just saying, thank goodness, because I was like, if it's 35 eggs, screw you. I don't care where you are in the Caribbean. 36 are bust. Yep.
Wow, okay. Randy.
Everybody here has decided.
Fun fact.
Randy, we'll check in with you a little bit later on. Well, I think we're good on that.
One of those revelers is going to be a new anchor on CNN. You're going to see just a drunk guy going, that's a CNN.
By the way, when she said 36 eggs, I knew you were going to say something.
But you literally fell on me because it was so random and so bizarre that you didn't even think I would have 36 eggs. But there they are in a cake somehow, magically. By the way, I like how CNN has now turned into like Bar Rescue.
Bar
It's
Rescue?
Like Bar Rescue. It's like the Food Network. You're focusing on cakes and this random confetti. What was your confetti wish? If you don't know this, Anderson earlier in the non-televised portion was with the Cosmo Girls doing a confetti wish.
No, I'll tell you what happens. Here in Times Square, people are here, as you know, for 12 hours or so. So they have entertainment for the crowd from the Times Square Alliance.
Why do you do this though?
Because they asked me to, and it seems like a nice thing to do.
Well, what's a Cosmo Girl? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. That was nothing to do with me.
Is it the magazine? Or
No,
do
so
you
at
think
every
it's
hour,
Cosmo?
they count down every hour. It's not televised, and so at the
For
top
good
of the
reason.
hour, they asked me to come at the top of the 8 o'clock hour and read like the confetti that dropped.
Yeah.
You may not know this at home. The confetti that dropped here at the stroke of midnight, people have written wishes on a lot of it. So it's actually kind of people's wishes dropping. So they had me read a couple of people's wishes.
Were they like positive or were they bummers?
There were two of them. One was like, somebody wanted love for everybody.
Yawn.
Which was
Boring.
nice. The other one was somebody wanted to be a fish. I don't know. I just picked them
We have
randomly.
a crab. I mean, they went to the perfect person to meet a fish. It's a crustacean. I'm just saying, this is a show where you can meet a fish. And there's some random teenage girl, because Gary Tuckman is on location, and you can actually shake legs with a fish. It's kismet.
It's kismet. Oh, goodness.
Would you rather be
Time
anywhere
is
else? Oh, it is early, and you
It
know
is
it.
early.
First of all, I'd like to show a photo of the gift that you got from Kelly Ripa. I hope that this is shame-based for you, but I've asked for the photo because I believe you tweeted it.
Yeah, I did. It's a lovely.
It's a gingerbread house.
It is a beautiful. By the way, Kelly Ripa is the. She and Mark Consuelos are the greatest gift givers. They are the nicest friends and so generous to all their friends. And they sent this lovely gingerbread house.
Now, okay, I just want to remind you, if you've been watching us from the beginning, Anderson was talking about how his assistant basically breathes for him, puts songs on his iPad, and then the Ripa Consueloses are building gingerbread homes for Anderson.
They built that. Well, I don't know that they built it, but they sent me this
Did your
lovely.
assistant do it and then say it was from the Ripas?
No, and they're watching.
tell me.
They're watching with their family, and when I want to wish them a very happy New Year.
They like a little drinky with you, right? You guys go drinking, right? I've heard stories about you guys drinking.
You're making
You
that
guys
up.
are right about that.
Did you know that Kathy Griffin has never had a drink in her life?
Do you want me to loosen up?
Is that true?
I've never had a drink in my
Not
life.
when you were a teen, a troubled teen?
No, I was a troubled teen, for sure.
Were you a troubled teen?
Yes, but no, I did not.
Wow.
I'm Irish Catholic, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think
I
that
don't know
my
them.
relatives have done enough for me. And I say that with love. Hi, Mom.
I didn't hear that.
Tip
Someone
it.
was talking to my ear. So in case you said
It's
something
me.
offensive,
I'm talking your ear.
in case you offended a group of people,
My
I
family,
apologize.
I offended my mom.
Okay, then that's fine.
Again.
That's fine.
And she's used to it.
And
She's
if
also
she
watching
is watching
Fox.
us, because
She's
I know
watching Fox.
she's not watching
She's
us,
not watching us.
just ahead, more from New Orleans, Memphis, Havana, a whole lot of places. We'll be right back.